Hello there. This is Denise with Ladybug Stampin'. I'm going to give it just a few minutes to see if anybody comes in. Before I start speaking about what our topic is today on Sunday, which is what is Stampin' Up and Paper Pumpkin. And I have received quite a few questions, and some most recently. And I have some viewers. There's Esther, who is a fellow demonstrator from the UK. Hello, Esther. I'm just going to wait a few minutes and see if anybody else comes in. So, and then I can see how many people I have live. How are you, Esther? I keep getting notifications on the top of my phone. So we are going to talk about Stampin' Up today. This is the subject for today. There's Miss Kay Jones, Michaela. She is also a demonstrator from the UK. They are in different locations, so good. Hello, lovely. Kay and I have a little cute thing where I try to talk British. And so I always try to say, hello, lovely. And there is Samantha White, who is from, and Vicky Allison. They are all both demonstrators from Australia. Hello, Beverly. How are you? You're in shopping center? Oh my goodness. Hello, Sharon. How are you? I will welcome everybody in. As I see you guys come in, if I miss anybody, I apologize. Hello, Samantha. Sam. So we are going to talk about Stampin' Up and some of the different things that Stampin' Up offers, and a little bit about the company and what we are. Good. There's Ellen. Ellen's home from work. It is Monday, mid-afternoon in Australia, and Ellen is another demonstrator from the UK. If anybody who comes in and watches this Facebook Live that is from the UK, there are several UK demonstrators. Samantha, hello, Chrissy. Samantha, Ellen, Rose, Vicky are all in Australia. Oh, good. Well, me too, Esther. So I have a lot of demonstrators on here. Oh, it's 9 a.m. Monday. Okay. 9 p.m. Monday. No, 9 a.m. Monday. Not 9 p.m. Is it 9 p.m. already? It's not 9 p.m. Monday. And so, yes, there's Samantha, Australia. So if anybody's looking for demonstrators who are in the UK, we have some UK demonstrators in the house tonight, and we also have some Australia demonstrators, 9 a.m. Yes, 9 a.m. So I'm going to go over a few things. I'll show you a few things as we're going along, in case anybody has any questions exactly what we have here, some of our products. I won't show everything, of course. We just won't have time. I'm going to try to keep this definitely under an hour, hopefully shorter. And we'll go from there. Okay. So I know there's at least one person who is not on yet, who specifically asked, what is Stampin' Up? So I'm hoping that she'll be able to watch this later, because I will leave this up, so this will not be out. There's Ruth. Ruth is also a demonstrator, Stampin' Up demonstrator from the UK. So you guys, if you guys are looking for demonstrators in their areas, they can maybe put their area where they're from, and if you're around that area, then you can contact them for your Stampin' Up needs. So Stampin' Up designs and manufactures an exclusive line of decorative rubber and photopolymer stamp sets and paper crafting products for greeting cards, home decor, gift making, paper crafts, scrapbooking, even, and just a wide range of stuff. There you go. See, thank you guys for putting your locations on there around, so they would know about where to find you. Yes. Okay. Good, Sharon. Good. Awesome. All the products are demonstrated through independent demonstrators that work for Stampin' Up. And when I say work, we're like a direct sales company. We offer classes, in-home classes. We offer classes at different locations. We do online classes. Some have YouTubes, blogs, Facebook pages, business pages, and some even Periscope. I do have a lot of people that are from Periscope that are coming over to Facebook live to watch this, so a lot of them are in that, we demonstrate the product is what we do. So Stampin' Up! Is a company who has been around for 29 years. It was founded by two sisters who needed something to do and loved crafting, so they created Stampin' Up! Currently there are 40,000 demonstrators all around the world. We have some in the United States, Canada, Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. So I'm just kind of giving you a little background so you kind of know what Stampin' Up! Is and how long we've been around. And since we've been around for so long, that speaks to the product, and that we have been around, and it's just great products. So every year Stampin' Up! Publishes an annual catalog. They run from June 1st. So this year we'll start with June 1st, and then we'll run through May 31st of 2018. This is this year's current catalog. And if anybody's needing a catalog, if you'll just let me know, and I will ship you one. But if you'll send me an email, or send me a message on my Facebook and let me know, and I will be happy to send you out a catalog. And these catalogs are actually good through the 31st of May. Also, 2 times a year, they put out smaller catalogs. One starts on usually around the 4th of January and runs through the 31st of May, and that is called the Occasions catalog, which is currently what we have right now. And these have some separate products, and they're only most of the products are only good during that time, and some items do carry through even to the annual catalog, but some will carry on to the some will carry on to the holiday catalog. Then for the holidays, for Christmas and Thanksgiving, Halloween, and stuff like that, we have another catalog. And when does that come out, ladies? It usually comes out, I want to say September or August. I want to say September 1st is when that catalog comes out, and it's more oriented to the holidays, and great product in there too. And that runs always through January 3rd or about. We also have once a year, we have what we call September. Okay, that's what I thought, September 1st. Okay. Also, once a year, we have what we call Stampin' Up! Celebration. What Celebration is, it runs from January 4th through March 31st, and it's a way for Stampin' Up! To give back to the customers through your purchase of $50 or more. You receive a Stampin' Up! Product, a Stampin' Up! Celebration item for free. These are exclusive product during celebration only, and you will not see them in an annual catalog or an occasions catalog or holiday. Once they are gone, and you will not see them. So it's a great time to purchase Stampin' Up! Right now. We are in the last weeks of celebration, and there are some great products. So if you guys are interested in that, you guys can jump over to my blog, and I have a blog post with the details of that. Or if you're interested in receiving a PDF of that catalog, because I am all out and I'm not getting any more. Yes. So, and also I want to make, yes, for every $50. So if you spend $50 to $99, you get an item. But if you spend $100 to $149, you actually get 2 items. Yeah. So you can get everything in the catalog that. It's a little mini one, so there's about 10 to 12 products, I think. And currently, we might have 13. So there's different things. They have anywhere from stamp sets to designer series paper, and even now we have some glimmer paper. And there is Rosalie. There's Rose. She is also from the Australia. She's a demonstrator from Australia. So. Rose, if 15 items. Thanks, Kay. So if you'll put where kind of area you're in, Rosalie, if anybody's watching that's from Australia, they can find you and hook up with you. So we do offer different products. The first thing I want to say about Stampin' Up! Is the coordination. They have quality products, but they also have coordinating products. That's what makes Stampin' Up! Stand out amongst other companies. Their paper, their cardstock, their ink pads, their markers, their re-inkers, everything, even DSP, they all coordinate with each other. So when you get designer series paper, which DSP is short for Designer Series Paper. So I'm going to say DSP probably quite a bit, but that is short for Designer Series Paper. Within that Designer Series Paper, they have a wide range of colors, of Stampin' Up! Colors that are in there, but you can coordinate them with the cardstock and, of course, with the inks and stuff. I love that. I don't have to go to this, you know, if I go get a piece of Designer Series paper, I don't have to say, oh, I've got to look for, you know, the ink to match this. It all matches for you within Stampin' Up! These are our ink pads. They are very large pads. They're not small ones, so you can get a fairly sizable stamp on there. And they're just, they're classic. Now, I do want to say something about the stamp pad. They are foam. Wait, are they foam? Wait. They're firm foam pads. So, used to, on the older pads, and they changed this back in 2012. So used to, you'd have to tap and twist and tap, you know, but now they're really juicy when they come to you, so you just have to tap kind of lightly, and that really does get the ink. If you tap too much or you squish too much, it will get the ink around the edge of the outer of the stamp, and then you'll have that mark along on once you stamp it. So it's just a tap because they are juicy. Now, once your stamp pad starts to lose some of its juiciness, we also sell, we call them re-inkers, and it does match this one. So you put a few drops on there. You take, I watched a demonstrator do this the other night. She took her bone folder and kind of just dragged across the pad, and it gives it a very even distribution, and then you can use your pad. I will say that I have talked to customers who have used pads they've had them for 10 years, and they're still using them. Some of them haven't. Some of them have not even re-inked their pads. So, but if you live in a drier community or area like Arizona, they will tend to dry out a little bit faster than someone, say, in New Hampshire, just because of the dryness in that area. So, yeah, and the matching colors are written on the back of the Designer Series paper packs, and that makes it very useful, very helpful. So, and then we also have markers that coordinate. So these you got here, this, and this. Now the only thing I didn't get out, and I was going to get out before, was our cardstock. And I don't even have any right here that I can show you that is this color. But I can show you the elegant eggplant. So pretend this is Blushing Bride, but they do all match. And that way you've got all of your pieces right here. Then you don't have to go looking around to match a color. So they're great. So speaking of cardstock, I'm just kind of giving you all a little background and a little bit of details about some of our product. Our cardstock is 80-pound weight. I know I get that question a lot, so just to let you know that, hello Kimberly, it is 80-pound weight. We do have a Whisper White cardstock. It's called Whisper White Thick Cardstock, and it is 100-pound weight. And a lot of us use that for card bases, to make our cards and stuff. Yes, of course you can use the colored cardstock to make card bases, but if you're wanting something a little bit thicker in a Whisper White, and it is truly a Whisper, they call it Whisper White, it is a white. It is a white cardstock. It is great for stamping on. Something else about our cardstock is that it is dyed all the way through, so when you tear it, I'll even show you a piece on a smaller piece. So when you tear this, since it is all the way through, there is no white core. This is our Bermuda Bay, which is one of my favorite colors. And you can see that it is all the way through color. There is no white core, so you do not have to edge. Treat them well, they will treat you well. Yes. So, yes, and we also have ribbon and embellishments to match. Ribbon that, as you can see, there's my ribbon over there. We have washi right there. That also coordinates with our Designer Series packs, our stamp sets, and then embellishments even to match. I had made a card earlier and I haven't posted it yet. I am actually working on the blog post now. which is one of our stamp sets in our occasions catalog is called Nailed It. And I want to show you the embellishment. And the embellishments are little screws. So you have these little screws and you have flat heads, and they just coordinate. I mean, they just coordinate, you know, so you don't have to go look. It's one-stop shopping is what Stampin' Up! Is. One-stop shopping. So to move on to that, from that, so that is we have our cardstock, our designer series paper, our ink, our markers, and our re-inkers. Also for the re-inkers, not only does this work on our pads to keep it, you know, inked up, it is one-stop shopping. Yes, it is, Miss Esther. You also have this for, you can use in different, you can use it to put in a little, puddle, like a little container, and you can use a paintbrush. You can use that and paint on the paper. You can do a lot of different things. You can put this on baby wipes, on shaving cream, and do all kind of fantastic craftiness. Lovely craftiness. So I think that's all about that. Yeah, so let's move on to the stamps. Okay, so I want to talk about our stamps because I really do watercolor with the inks. There you go. That's right, Miss Kay. I knew I was trying to think of something. Y'all, I'm so nervous, so please forgive me. Yes, the Stampin' Right the Stampin' Right markers. One more thing about the Stampin' Right markers. We actually have two sides to our markers. This side is 0.5 millimeter, and then this is a brush tip. So let me just show you. This is like where you actually can use to write, create lines, different things like that. And then you have the brush tip. And the brush tip you can use to color your stamps. So let's say you had a stamp and you wanted to put multiple colors on it. You can actually use the markers and you will color the stamp with that. Yes, and you can refill your markers. There are YouTube videos out there that where they have showed how to. I don't need to re-ink mine yet, so I haven't created YouTube for that. But there are YouTubes out there where you can actually refill your markers as well. These are great though, great to use on. And actually, if you're wanting to start and you'd just like to get some markers, you can use these markers on your stamps and stamp just as good. Hello, Miss Ann. Okay, I think that's all. Is that all about my, I'm going to ask my demonstrator friends to help me out. Did I miss anything on the stamp pad, the marker, or the re-inker, or the cardstock? Oh, before I move on to the stamps, I do want to tell y'all about our color collections. We do have, currently we have 4 current color collections, but we also have 2 other collections that we call In Colors. In Colors are 5 colors that run for 2 years. Stampin' Up! Chooses these 5 colors based on what's the word I'm looking for, ladies? What's in trend? What's in trend? Yes. Oh yeah, I will mention that because I'll have to show them. There are on trend colors, and so they have them that run for 2 years, for 2 annual catalogs, and then they are gone. Sometimes they will, on trend. Sometimes they will do a color mix-up in the other 4 groups, and and sometimes they'll add one of the In Colors in, but not very generally, right? Current trends, yeah. So we do have 4. Now I do have a printout, but again, they are in the catalog. So these are our 4 color families. We have our Brights collection, our Subtles, our Regals, and then we have Neutrals. And as you can see, these are all the current color collections at this time. Again, I will show you guys, if you guys would like to see them and you need a catalog, of course, please let me know and I can get you a catalog. And I will show you the In Colors that we have currently. These are the current In Colors. Now these colors right here are currently in this catalog and will run through next year's, this one that will start on June 1st catalog, and then they will end on May 31st, 2018. These colors right now, so if you like any of these, which Mint Macaron is one of my favorite, These will end May 31st. So if you are wanting to get these colors, you need to get them now. And I would suggest getting the cardstock, the stamp pad, the marker, and the re-inker. Because once the 31st, they're gone. And I would say even right now, it's probably on a first come, first served basis. And then those are gone. I know that I will be ordering some more cardstock of mint macaron. So, how many sheets of stock in a package? There are, and I'll look real quick just to make sure in case someone else answers before I answer that question. And that's a good question, and I didn't have it ready. Let's see, on the cardstock, there are 20 sheets of 8.5 by 11. So you get 20 sheets of one color. Now, you guys, oh, it's 20 for us. We do have some 12 by 12 cardstocks, but they are 2 each in the 10 colors, and there's only 20. So there's 20 sheets, but there's 2 of each. Is this a correct catalog? Because I didn't know that. Oh, they still have 12 by 12. It's not one color. You have to buy it in a stack. Yeah, so there's 20 sheets. But let me say this. They last me a long time. Except for my Whisper White and my black, I tend to use a lot of that. So I do keep extra packs on hand of those. But the Whisper White actually comes in, okay, yeah, 20 sheets. The Whisper White actually comes, is on a different page. And it has a few more, I think. Doesn't it? Ladies? No, that was good because I think that's what I was going to say, Esther. Was going to say 24. I'm trying to find the Whisper White, though, to tell you what the Whisper White has. Also, another thing is we do have other things besides just the colored cardstock. Let's see. Whisper White is... Okay, in the Whisper White, you get 40 sheets of Whisper White in that package. Yeah. We also have watercolor paper. And, yeah, good job, Rosalie. We also have watercolor paper. We also have, we call shimmery white cardstock, which the shimmery white and the watercolor paper are used for watercoloring. And then we have window sheets, which they're really good. I love our window sheets. We have vellum, and our vellum is cardstock vellum, so you can still see through it, you know, because that little opaque, but it's great thick cardstock to cut butterflies, balloons, all different kind of things. Well, I looked, Kimberly. I did look at that. I looked real quick, and it does say 20. It does say 20 even on our current colors. Hello, Helen. How are you? Yeah, I checked that because I wanted to double check that because I was looking at the wrong thing. So, okay. So the next thing we offer is our stamps. Now, we have 3 different stamp styles. Stampin' Up! Does this because Very Vanilla also has 40 sheets. Okay. And Very Vanilla is another great color. You're welcome. We have 3 different stamp styles, or stamp sets types, I should say. I will start with the original. The original is, of course, on our wood blocks. These are original Stampin' Up! Stamps. This is how they come. A lot of our stamps still come like this, but they also, a couple of years ago, introduced what they call clear stamps. What a clear stamp is basically just the rubber part. And the reason why they call these clear stamps is because they do fit on clear blocks. And I will grab one. I'll just grab the big one. These are our clear blocks. And so what it means is that these just attach to this, and then you can still stamp. Now, of course, you cannot see through these like photopolymer, but they, you know, they do offer for better storage. Yeah, clear mount. Thank you, Ruth. So those are called clear mount. So that's another style. Now, in our stamp collections, when we offer a wood stamp, we also offer the clear mount. They only come in these 2 choices. They do not come in the photopolymer. So But we do have photopolymer stamps, and when they do offer the photopolymer stamp, they only offer it in photopolymer, not in the wood or the clear mount. In our photopolymer, I'm just going to bring out this little package. They are clear. They are very good quality. They come on a sheet just like this. I'm just going to peel one off. Oop. So they're very good quality, and you can see through them. So let's say you stamp and you mess up, you can stamp back over it using your photopolymer and line it back up and stamp again. So great, great. What I like about our stamps, I think the most favorite thing I love about our stamps is the cases that they come in. Okay, so when you go to a local scrapbook store and you get your stamp, it doesn't come generally, not most that I have seen, comes with a case. You have to store them. Oh, apart from Butterfly Basics and Guide Greetings, available in all three. Okay, thank you, Ruth. I thought there was some, but then when I looked, I didn't really see any. So thank you, Ruth, for that update. See, I love my Stampin' Up! Demonstrators from around the world. We all help each other. We support each other. But what I like is our cases. These are DVD cases. Now, like I said, if you get it from a scrapbook store, which is great, but you have to store them. You have to find a way of storing them. And for me personally, if I'm storing them and I can't see them, then I'm not going to use them. So I have a shelf that I store all of these in, because not only are the pictures on the front, but the pictures are on the back or on the side. And you can see there every stamp that we have, the name of the stamp set, and then all the stamps. Also, it has, yeah, that's it, just the stamps and the stamp name. So when I store these, I store them like this. So on my shelf, when I'm looking for a stamp, I can literally go there and I'm just looking. I don't know what I want to do yet. I can look at all my stamps right through here and then pull it out and go, oh yeah, that's the one I want to use. You can see if there's sentiments on that particular stamp set and all these different things. Yeah. So great. I love the storage. Even on the wood stamps, they come in, well, I call them DVD cases, but we'll call them VHS sizes, kind of, not quite, but like. So they also come, and they also have the name of the stamp and this what actually the stamp set looks like. Okay. Yes, yes, very good, Kay. Also on the stamp set, it does tell you, well, not on that one, but it does on this one. If you look right down here, it tells you what blocks that you need. So like this one needs a G, an A, and a B. So you know that you can, when you get this stamp set out, you can get your blocks. Let me show you what I'm talking about on the block. On our blocks, I don't know if you guys can see it, but right there, you'll see a letter, and this is E. So I know that if I take this stamp, we'll just take one of the stamps off of here. I know that if I put that on that block, that is too big. And here's why. If you go to stamp this in the ink pad, sometimes you're going to get ink up here. And then when you stamp on your cardstock, guess what's going to happen? The ink is going to transfer from here too as well. Because as you can see, they're not that thick. But they're thick, you know, they're thick enough to stamp. But you have to be careful with that overage. So you do want to use the right block. If you can't afford the blocks right at first, you know, I suggest a D block and maybe a smaller one. Depending on what stamp set you buy. Stampin' Up! Have tried to take the guesswork. Yes, they have. Yes, very much so. And that helps me as well, because I know sometimes I pick the wrong. I just grab a block and I'm like, oh. And then I make that mistake, and then I look, I'm like, what block do I really need? So, yes. And it's right on the package. So, and for some reason, if it's not on the package, because I do notice it is not on this package right here, it will tell you in the catalog. So keep your catalogs. I keep all of my catalogs from year to year. I just like to do that. Yeah. So it tells you, so this one right here, which is this stamp set right here, tells you down here at the bottom, it tells you suggested clear blocks A, B, G, and H. Also, I will tell you this, that, let me find one. Okay. In our catalogs, We have our stamp sets, and sometimes we have dies that match the stamp set. So you have these dies right here, and it will tell you right here what it coordinates with. It coordinates with that particular die set, which I love. I like that they do have dies that come with some of the things. Some of the stamps, not all stamp sets have dies, but most of them have dies. And you know, we still have to fussy cut sometimes, and it's fun. It's relaxing sometimes. Sometimes it's frustrating, but it's crafting, right? Also, what I do like about Stampin' Up! Is that they will, if you want the stamp set and the die cut, they have what they call a bundle deal, and you get it for 10% free. So if you buy these separately, you're going to pay 10% more, which is a great deal to get. Now, once the catalog is done, and let's say the stamp set and the die set carry over, you will no longer get the bundle. So it's only in the current catalog that it's listed in. Okay, what else? What else there is? What else about Stampin' Up! Have I missed? Let's see. What else, guys? Okay, I've talked about our cardstock. I've talked about what Stampin' Up! Is. I'm trying to think. Anything else? Okay, are there any questions? Oh, let me say this one thing about the ink pads. And I did write this down so I could tell you guys. A few other things about the pads is there's no dip in the center of the pad. So that it will stay nice and flat, and it won't be weight, so your your images won't be wavy. They have the color coded labels on the back. They come in English, in Spanish, French, and what's the other one? German, right? I think, is that right? And so if you'll see the little one I have taken, it is the English one. I've taken it, and I've actually, and you can hear it right here, because our pads, any ink pad, German, okay, that's what I thought. Any ink pad, any ink pad, whatever company you get them from, they are supposed to store flat or upside down. So if you have an ink pad, okay, let's take one of our little ink spots. If you'll notice, this is the ink spot. There's the pad. When you put the cap back on, you're supposed to turn it around and store it upside down, okay? This helps it from drying out. Hey, Valeria! What Stampin' Up! Has done, has taken the guesswork out for you. What they have done is they have created a stamp pad that stores the pad upside down automatically. So when you see this, the stamp pad is actually attached right here, and it is upside down. So let me show you when I open this. This is how you open a pad, a Stampin' Up! Pad. There's these three little dots right here. What you do is take your thumb and you put on the three dots. You push it, and it flips up. Do you see that pad is upside down? So I'm gonna do it one more time. So it pops up. Now, what I did was I popped up and pushed down at the same time. Do you see how the pad is upside down? Okay. So then you take it down, flip it all the way over, you push it in, and now that has become, look, a sturdy base for you to stamp with your stamp, or ink up your stamp. Another great thing about Stampin' Up! Pads is that you can take your thumb in the middle right here, and you can take your fingers in the back, squeeze it like this, and it creates a well of ink right there. This well of ink can be used with your aqua painter brush, your blender pens, which can be used for coloring your stamps, watercoloring, or anything like that. Isn't that cool? A lot of great uses for the stamp pad. And I know some inks come unattached, the lid comes unattached, and you should store your stamp pads upside down to prevent it from drying out. And that's why our Stampin' Up! Pads last a long time. So a couple more things about that. You can use the extra labels to maybe put over here. They'll fit. You can use them with your cardstock, if you're storing your cardstock. Just a lot of different things, those extra labels. Okay. What else? Is there any other, do you guys have any questions about what I've talked about so far? Hello, Valeria. Did I say hi to you, Valeria? I wanted to make sure I said hi. Are there any questions? No so far? Okay. So the other question I got was, did I miss anything about Stampin' Up! Products? We do have a wide range of die cuts, of so I just got a Facebook message, sorry guys. And it pops up on my screen when I'm talking to you guys. So we have embossing folders that coordinate with our stamps and our designer series paper. We have a big shot that we sell to use with our Sizzix, and all of our, let me just say this about our embossing folders. Yeah, the punches, I knew there was something. The big shot is a Sizzix big shot, so all of our embossing folders and die cuts are Sizzix brand, but under the Stampin' Up! Name, and they are exclusive only to Stampin' Up! So even though it has Sizzix name on it, Sizzix will never sell it under their name. It is exclusive to Stampin' Up! So a great brand company that everybody knows and trusts, and they have been around for a long time, and they have been partners with Stampin' Up! For a very long time as well. We also have like a scoring tool. We have a Stampin' trimmer that is really good. We have punch boards that are exclusive to us. We have punches. You know what? The one thing I did not get was a punch out, y'all. So let me grab one. Okay. Y'all can see my cart is full. Okay. Here are our punches. Sizzix makes the big shot. Yes. Yes. These are our punches. I have it stored that way. They can lie flat like this. I love how they've got the little what the image is of the image of the punch is on here. So there's different ways you can, it's also right here. There are several ways you can store these. You can store them like this, and that way you can see the image. I personally store mine on a kitchen rod, and this is how so I'm going to show you how I store them, but I'm going to show you how to open first. Yes, all craftiness, anybody can use Stampin' Up! Products, from beginners to the seasoned. I call them seasoned crafters. Back on the back of your punch, you have this little button, and all you do is you push it, and when you push that, it opens it up. They did this so that they could create better storage solutions, so it would store easier, and also cuts back. Hey Kelly, yes you did. I just got through talking about Stampin' Up!, which you already know, so that's a good thing. And then you just stick your paper in here. Let's stick a piece. I'll just use this. Take your cardstock, and now what I do is I always look at the back so I can line and save as much paper as I can, and then I just take it and punch, and then I punch. How easy, look how easy that was. Now I've created a flower or a shamrock, depending on how you look at it. And then, oh, is Rosalie going? Okay, bye Rosalie. I see you later. Now how I store them is I leave mine open and I put them on a bar so I actually can see the picture. Again, for me, if I do not see it, I do not use it. So they are in front of me on several bars. And that way when I look over there, I'm like, oh, let me use that punch. So again, very easy. And then all you do to close it is you close it like that. And close it this way. Close it like that and push your clip down. And there you go. Then you can store it like this. I know there is storage solutions out there that actually make custom made shelves for these punches. That way you can see the image right there. Okay, is there anything else? Yes, and they do coordinate with the stamps. Please let me be specific, and anything that's in Stampin' Up! Coordinates with a stamp. So, again, quality and coordination. Everything in this book coordinates with something, whether it be a punch, a die, cardstock, or designer series paper even, okay? So they've taken all the guesswork, again, out of the guesswork for you. We have anywhere from jewels, buttons, sequins. We have envelopes. We have, we call them enamel shapes. They look like little candy dots. We have baker's twine, all kind of different kind of ribbons. Yes, Stampin' Storage makes the, yes, makes the custom storage, yes. We have embossing powders. We have sponge brayers, and those are really nice. And Ellen, who is from the Australia, did a YouTube on the sponge brayers and gave some great tips on those. We have different masks, and we have sponges. Oh, let's talk about our sponges real quick. These are what our sponges look like. And we also have sponge daubers. But let me tell y'all, I tried to go the cheap route. And I bought some sponges from somewhere. I won't mention where. And I cut them up and started to use them. And I threw all of them away in the trash. They were not good quality. They were more plasticky. So I threw mine away. I spent the money trying to be cheap and I ended up losing money because I threw them away. So I love our sponges. They are very soft. And you can add at one sponge, I can get four, I can cut out 4. And let me show you what I'm talking about. For those who are new to crafting, because I have them, a little basket of sponges. So what I have done is I have cut them in four pieces, and you can take them like this and bunch them up and then tap them on our stamp pads. You stamp them on the stamp pad, and then you can use these to edge, to create a background or anything like that. What I do is I actually take the coordinating cardstock and I punch out a piece of cardstock. Now I do have an old label punch that Stampin' Up! No longer sells, but I still keep it, and I use it and I attach it and then staple it to that. So then when I grab it, I have a whole basket of sponges and they all have their coordinating cardstock on there. Yes, great. But you can also use the decorative label punch that is still current. You can use the decorative and use that in the same fashion. Unless you happen to have the old label punch, then you can use that, of course. But then you just pinch it. I just pinch it like this. And then I just, let me get a piece of paper. Yeah, we'll use Early Espresso. And then I just take it. I don't know if it'll do it on here because I don't know if I have enough ink. But you just edge it and it will edge the edge of your cardstock, your image that you punch or die cut. One other thing that we have that I forgot about was Project Life. If you have not heard of Project Life is by Becky Higgins. Again, it's another great company that Stampin' Up! Has joined up with, and we have exclusive albums and stamps and Project Life kits that are unique to Stampin' Up! And you will not again find them in the stores. Let me show you how they come. Now, we all know what Project Life looks like when you go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby and how they come. Our containers were actually designed by our current CEO's husband, and they come in a box like this. Oh, I got the lid wrong. Oh, I want to show you. They come like this. As you can see, it's got Project Life, and there's Stampin' Up's logo and Project Life's logo. This, again, this right here was designed by the CEO, right? It was the CEO's, right? Current CEO's. When I open up my box, when I get it, I always buy the paper pack, and the accessory pack. The accessory pack actually comes with the stamp set. And this particular one has this stamp set. This is a current one in our current catalog. And it coordinates, again, with everything that's in here, coordinates to create lovely scrapbook pages. You can do 12 by 12 pages. You can do other traditional Project Life pages where it's just the, you know, the smaller pictures and the little pockets. So they have all the, I love this set, y'all. I actually got the big album. And this is a traditional Stampin' or traditional scrapbook album. It is 12 by 12, as you can see. And I've already got all my pockets already in there. So I cannot wait to use this set. Let me put this over here. And let me just show you some of the papers that it comes with. I love this set, y'all. So they've got different sizes. This is one size. Look at here. I love this. Look at this one right here. Now, let me say something about Project Life. These are the cards that come in there. I'm not sure. I've been on since 5. I don't know what time it is. I'm trying to... So somebody needs to give me a 5-minute warning before 6. They also have stickers that come with it that coordinates. They have overlays. Here's some of the overlays. Yes, that is exactly right, Kimberly. You can also make cards with these. They have letters, sticker letters. They have like little wood pieces. These all coordinate again. And then here's another size. So this is another size of Project Life cards. Here's some laser cut pieces that you can put in front of a piece of cardstock. And then also we have these sizes. These are like 3, I'd say these are 2 by 3s maybe. Look, and here's some on the other side. Again, like Kimberly stated, you can use these to make your cards, not just scrapbook pages, but and not just cards, but home decor. You can take a couple of these cards. So you take this one, maybe this one, this one. You can create like a little shadow box or a picture and put it in a frame, put it on your wall. Makes great home decor too. Then you have your accessory pack. This one comes with little sequins and little epoxy stickers. And then it also comes with washi tape. So everything in this box, and this comes in a separate pack, but I stuff everything in my box. And then you have a label right here. And this particular set is called Hello Lovely. So again, for storage, if I store it this way or store it this way, I know what set this Project Life kit is and if it's current or not. So, and everything goes in there. Okay, so another great company that Stampin' Up! Works with. Alright, I think I've mentioned everything in our catalog. I hope, what time? I need a 5-minute warning. Kimberly, I need to be off by 6 o'clock. So so tell me what my 5-minute warning is. Okay, so the other thing that I got asked a lot about is Paper Pumpkin. What is Paper Pumpkin? Paper Pumpkin is a monthly kit that comes to your mail. It's like getting Happy Mail once a month. And everything in this, everything that comes, everything you get in this box, you can create cards, journals, home decor, little items, like bags for treats and stuff like that. Every month is something different. We never know what is coming in the kit. They don't tell us. So it's like a little surprise. And it's wrapped in Tiffany blue tissue paper. And they give you a little paper-shaped paper-shaped pumpkin that says thank you for purchasing me this month. So this is $19.99 a month. You get everything. You get the cardstock, the ink, the adhesives, literally everything. I have done many Periscopes and will start doing Facebook Lives on Paper Pumpkin and the kit when it comes in. So what happens by the 10th of the month, you need to have selected and paid for your paper pumpkin. It is an automatic shipment. However, you can decide to skip a month or stop it, or keep going. You can pay for it in advance by 3-month, 6-month, or 12-month subscriptions. And I will say right now, if you purchase a 3-month subscription, it is on sale. Instead of $59, it's $55. So you've already getting the discount for subscribing to 3 months, but then they're going to give you an additional discount of $4, and you get to choose a celebration item for free since you purchased 3 months. Everything is cut for you. Everything, literally you get it in. I have a brand new kit, but I don't want to open it because I do use them for random acts of kindness. 11 more minutes. Okay, thanks, Kelly. So everything comes in that kit. I can show you the one from January. I think I don't have anything. I don't have the product, but this is what we made. This is what was the January paper pumpkin, and everything. Literally, the metallic thread, the stickers if you needed them. Here's the little boxes, literally already cut for you, already done. Even has some adhesive on there already. Look, everything is done for you. This right here is a great. Yes, Valeria, you can change anytime. When you go out to the Paper Pumpkin site, you can go on there and you can change anytime to subscribe to the 3 months. The 12 months, let me tell you about the 12 month. If you subscribe to the 12 month, you also get celebration items, more than one because of the 12-month fee. Plus, it's basically getting 1 month free. Okay? It's basically getting 1 month free. I was going to try to show you. Oh, see, here's the die. See how it's, all I had to do was punch it out. Take it out, look. And I'm ready to go. This is like the most, I love the paper pumpkin. There are some kits maybe I don't like as much, and as everybody knows, we have a lot of people. Oh, look, this is the vellum one. I mean, now, if you become a paper pumpkin subscriber, you get exclusive designs from me, from my team. We have a group of ladies that designs different paper pumpkins, and sometimes I'll borrow from them if I'm running short that month, or maybe I didn't come up with as many ideas. So we will share, and we all share them, and then I send to you guys. Usually around the 6th of the month is when I send them. Valeria, you did get yours, right? Because I sent it on the 6th. One more thing about paper pumpkin while she's answering that question is that you get the ink that comes with it. Now, some of you guys have seen my Instagram post, and I did post it here on Facebook, that of all the inks that I have gotten, not two are alike yet. In the year that I have been back at Paper Pumpkin, I haven't got the two alike. And I sent, I've given like 8 away. I sent some to Valeria in a prize package that she won from Periscope. I sent her a couple, right? Valeria, did you get your Paper Pumpkin extra designs on the 6th this month? So, and normally these are not open because I do save the unopened ones. I use my actual ink pads to make the projects, and I save these for gifts, for hostess gifts or giveaways or anything like that. Matter of fact, I need to give some away soon. Okay, so again, if you purchase it by the 10th of the month, you'll get the current one. They usually come around the 15th of the month, depending where you live in the United States. This offer is only available if you live in the United States. I will say that. I apologize to my UK and my Australia and New Zealand buddies. But they have gotten Christmas presents and birthday presents from Denise of a paper pumpkin. So, because I love to share with my group of demonstrators over there. And again, you can skip out at any time. All of this information is available about Paper Pumpkin over on my website, ladybugstampin.com. There is a link to Paper Pumpkin, take you right to Paper Pumpkin, and you can sign up there. Make sure that I am listed on there as your demonstrator unless you already currently have a demonstrator, okay? Is there anything else about Paper Pumpkin? No, really. I mean, it's really, it's an all-in-one kit. If you, thank you, ladies. If you are just starting out crafting and with Stampin' Up, Paper Pumpkin is the way to go. If you're a seasoned paper crafter, it's a great kit. I use it. I use some of the supplies in different projects and cards. I don't always make all the projects in the kit. Just depends on what it is that month. And always, I will say this, they always give like a few extra accessories or adhesive. So I have glue dots I have on sheets that have come in my Paper Pumpkin that I use on other cards because they gave me extra. So it's definitely a good value. It is $19.99. The shipping is included. The tax, you do have to pay the tax on that, depending on where you live in the country and if you have sales tax or no sales tax. Let's see, and that's it about Paper Pumpkin, I think. Oh, one more thing, since I got a few more minutes. One thing about Paper Pumpkin is it's also great gifts for children. It's a great gift to get together with kids. You get the kit, and you can make it with your kids. That's how easy it is. I can make this, really, I can show a 3 or 4-year-old, and we can have a good afternoon together. Now, that's memories. That's worth it right there. So, I didn't see nobody else come in. I didn't see Heidi come in. It didn't show me everybody come in. So, is there any questions before I go? Does anybody have any questions? Yes, Linda. Teen girls, yes. You get a couple of the kids together and get the girls together at sleepover and make some cards. Great entertainment. Any other questions before I go? If you are watching this Facebook Live event after 6 p.m. Central Time, I am no longer live, but still leave your questions, and I will answer them in as timely manner as I can. Thank you, Valeria. Thank you for coming by. All right, guys. Well, have a great afternoon. Sunday afternoon, we sprang forward in the U.S., so we'll be having a little bit more light out there. It is 6 o'clock, and it's still light outside. I love it. So probably put another hour and a half. So I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my Sunday afternoon before I have to go back to my regular day job. Have a blessed day, guys, and a blessed week. See you next Sunday.